Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another soccer game review. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the US Women's National Team taking on Canada in the Olympic semifinal. So, I guess it's fair to say we all have bad days. I'm currently having a bad day. You've you've probably had a bad day, and the US Women's National Team isn't really having the best day right now or the best night right now. So, yeah, let's get into this game because just wow. So, starting with the lineup, we have the same 4-3-3. Defenders: Crystal Dunn, Tierna Davidson, Becky Sauerbrunn, and Kelly O'Hara. Um I think I would have gone with Emily Sonnet or Abby Dalkemper, but overall, yeah, defense is fine. Midfield: Lindsay Horan, Julie Ertz, and Rose Lavelle. This is good too. I feel like I would have wanted Sam Mewis to start, but I can see Vlatko bringing her on in the second half. So midfield, good as well. For the forwards, Lynn Williams, Alex Morgan, and Tobin Heath. So I thought it was cool that we're seeing Lynn Williams again. She was pretty good in the game against Netherlands. She got an assist to Sam Mewis, and she got the second goal in the game against the Netherlands. So I was kind of looking forward to seeing how Lynn Williams does in this game. Alright, so now we're off to the first half. So 2 minutes in, aggressive tackle on Rose Lavelle by Canada that draws a foul. 3 minutes, Lindsay Horan fouled by Canada. She went down and it was taking her a while to get up, but overall she's fine. So those resulted in a free kick for the US. Nothing. A corner kick for the US. Nothing came from that. Oh yeah, I want to point out that Canada is a very physical and aggressive team. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing yellow cards early on, or fouls early on. 5 minutes in, Julie Ertz is down, but she's okay. 7 minutes, Alex Morgan is able to get a corner kick, but is headed wide by Julie Ertz. I would say this is a very intense and fast game so far. Like, it's only been 10 minutes and there are these fouls. Yeah, the US just needs to keep pressing and stop losing the ball. Yeah, I have to say the US, like, Canada's putting a lot of pressure on the US because, again, Canada is a very aggressive team. The US can't let Canada pressure them, like, get the ball back, keep possession, maintain control. 13 minutes, there's an attempt by Canada, caught by Alyssa Nair. 15 minutes, there was a cross for Canada, like, they were able to do a cross but was knocked away. 16 minutes, Canada corner kick, nothing. Another corner kick for Canada. I think this was like the 5th time. No, the 4th time. Nothing. Nothing from that one. 18 minutes in, another corner kick for Canada. Nothing from that either. Okay, so 19 minutes in, Alyssa Nair goes down after making a block. She landed very weirdly on her ankle and ended up letting go the ball, but Becky Sauerbrunn did kick it away in time. Yeah, so she's down for like a really long time at this point. And it does look like Adriana Franch is going to be coming on because Alyssa Nair is still down and she looks to be in a lot of pain. 22 minutes in, the announcer says, "She's still down." Like, yeah, dude, we can see that. Alyssa Nair, okay, so after that, Alyssa Nair is up and seems to be testing her leg and ankle. She seems fine, so Adriana puts that bib thing back on, and it looks like Nair is going to stay in and continue this game, which is great. So yeah, 25 minutes in, game starts again. The US just needs to press and press and press and find out who they're passing to, or get their passing, like, They need to like work on their passing and pass accuracy because that is how they're losing possession. 29 minutes. Oh boy. Alyssa Nair is coming off and Adriana Franch is coming in. Honestly, hopefully Alyssa Nair is going to be okay. She had a great run in the Olympics so far, and as I've said before, she's an amazing and great goalkeeper. US, okay, back into the game. The US is having trouble getting the ball back. 31 minutes, yellow card for Kelly O'Hara. 32 minutes in, corner kick for Canada. It goes wide. Once again, the US needs to stop losing possession. The US needs to stop losing possession to bad passes. Like, get the ball back because Canada is just going to keep attacking, which is what they're doing. 33 minutes. Alex Morgan is able to make a run, but she gets dispossessed outside of Canada's box. US passes, and yeah, as I said, pass accuracy needs to be better. It's honestly so easy for Canada to get the ball back and just pick up those passes. 36 minutes, corner kick for Canada. Okay, so this is the fifth one for Canada. Before it was 4. Nothing from it. 38 minutes, Lynn Williams, cross attempt, like too much behind it. US is still in possession though. 39 minutes, US corner kick, nothing, but the US can still set something up. Header attempt by Lindsay Horan, but goes over the net. 40 minutes, Alex Morgan goes down, but she seems fine. 43 minutes in, throw in US, but too much for Lynn Williams. She couldn't pick that up. 45 minutes, there's 6 minutes added. There's going to be 6 minutes additional time. Foul on Lindsay Horan, free kick. So in the added time, there was a cross attempt by Lynn Williams, but Alex Morgan couldn't quite get to it. I mean, right now, there's like better play by the US so far. Corner for the US, nothing. Cleared by Canada, so 45 minutes plus added time ends, and the first half is over, 0-0. Okay, so overall, I can describe this first half as disappointing, frustrating, weird, and exciting. I'm having a lot of mixed feelings here. Alyssa Nair was subbed off due to an injury. Adriana Franch is currently in for her. As for the rest of the team, the US isn't really looking too good. Defensively, they are holding off Canada, but they're having trouble making those plays and getting those opportunities. Well, actually, I shouldn't say getting those opportunities, because they are getting those opportunities. They're just not converting those points, or they're just not getting it into the net or not finding the net. Canada's defense is fairly strong, like holding off the US. Passing and pass accuracy is off and kind of sloppy for the US. Because of that, Canada is able to steal the ball. Yeah, US needs to maintain control and be patient like they were towards the end of this first half, holding and waiting for the right moments to pass or set something up. The US cannot let Canada dictate the pace of the game. Get the ball back and start putting pressure on Canada. For the second half, I would like to see Kristen Press, Sam Mewis, Carly Lloyd, maybe Christy Mewis. I just want more aggressive play from the US. Again, Canada is a physical and aggressive team, and the US has to push and fight. Like, I don't know, do it for Alyssa Nair. It's an exciting game, but just frustrating performance from the US. Like, honestly, I'm not sure how the second half is going to go. Alright, gonna have something to drink. Hopefully this video won't be too long. Yeah, hopefully this video won't be too long. A lot of my videos right now have been going to like 20 minutes. But I'll try to be as quick about it as possible, I guess. Okay, so second half, we're off. The US seems to be coming out strong. 46 minutes, there's a free kick For Canada, after a challenge by Crystal Dunn, finally some life in the US. Finally some aggressive play, like the US being more assertive and aggressive. Like, that's fine, just don't like get fouls or yellow cards. Like, but honestly, let's see if the US can keep up this aggressive play. Let's see if the US can keep disrupting Canada and getting on them. The US is doing great at staying in Canada's box. Like, they're getting really close, like so many opportunities. Crossed by Crystal Dunn, but not quite. Still though, the US is in it. They're getting possession back. Tobin Heath flick off the heel. She flicks the ball off the heel of her boot, but Lynn Williams sends it over. There's a free kick for the US. Some great defending by Julie Ertz. And it also looks like Megan Pinot and Kristen Press are getting ready to come on. 55 minutes in, there's a corner kick for the US, caught by Canada's goalkeeper. 56 minutes, corner kick, US again. Nothing, but I want to say they're just getting closer. They're just not finding the back of the net. 57 minutes, corner kick, US again. Lindsay Horan's header goes wide. US just needs to keep up the pressure and possession. Like, this is good. This is a much better half for the US than the first. So we have some substitutions. Carly Lloyd comes in for Alex Morgan. Kristen Press in for Lynn Williams. Megan Pinot comes in for Tobin Heath. So the forwards in the first half all got switched out. So 62 minutes in, there's the U.S. defense is doing a good job holding off Canada. 64 minutes in, Carly Lloyd attempt is blocked, but there is a U.S. corner. Nothing comes from that, but U.S. is still in possession. 66 minutes, U.S. free kick after a foul on Pinot. That's punched away by the goalkeeper. There's a corner kick for the U.S. again. Julie Ertz's header is then knocked away by the keeper. Another header attempt by Lindsay Horan in the 68th minute is caught. There is a U.S. free kick after a foul in the 69th minute. Kristen Press attempt from distance, but is easily caught by the goalkeeper. I mean, the U.S. is doing really great at keeping up the pressure. They're getting all these opportunities. Okay. 72nd minute in, penalty kick for Canada after the ref went back and looked at the VR of a foul on a Canadian player by Tierna Davidson. So that the ref looked at the VR, and when she came back, she decided that it was a penalty kick for Canada. And hopefully French will step up and make the save. She almost did. Like, she went in the same direction but couldn't get to the ball in time. So Canada scores 1-0. Okay, so yeah, Canada is up by 1. 76 minutes in, U.S. attempt goes over the net. I didn't see who kicked it. 77 minutes. Pinot attempt to keep the ball in play, but no. It looks like Sam Mewis is getting ready to come on. Sam Mewis comes in for Kelly O'Hara. So it looks like full midfield, full attack going on right now. Seems like, okay, so we have 3 defenders. Yeah, it's going like heavy focus on attack in midfield. 80 minutes in, corner kick US, nothing from it. 82 minutes in, header by Kristen Press, caught by the goalkeeper. Yeah, I did right after that. It looks like the US is going to lose this one. 83 minutes in, Canada attempt on US goal, caught by French. Some bad communication by the US. 85 minutes in, Carly Lloyd attempt over the crossbar. There's another US attempt that goes wide. Tierna Davidson not liking the ref. 90 minutes, but 4 minutes at a time. Yeah, the US obviously very frustrated. Corner kick US. French is coming up to help the team by Canada's goal, to help the U.S. by Canada's goal. I've seen Manuel Neuer do that for Germany. I think it was against South Korea. Nothing from that. And that's it. Game over, Canada 1-0. Alright, so Canada goes on to play either Sweden or Australia. My money is on Sweden because Sweden has been doing so well and I think is still undefeated. I feel like Sweden deserves the gold due to how well they've been doing and the fact that they've been undefeated so far in the Olympics. Anyway, back to the US-Canada game. Yeah, this was such a long, disappointing, and tiring game. Alyssa Nair having to come off due to an injury was very sad because of how well she had been playing. I do hope she's okay and will make a speedy recovery so that she can start for the Chicago Red Stars when she gets back. The US honestly was doing better in the second half, but you can tell they were just having a bad or off day. Like, I could see it as the players were coming out to start the second half. Like, just no energy, no excitement going into it. They just seemed drained and frustrated even before the second half kicked off. Like, don't get me wrong, they still played better in the second half, but they just couldn't find the back of the net, and I can understand that is very frustrating. So, as I said at the start of the video, yes, I do believe teams have bad and off days, and this is clearly one of them, but honestly, when it comes to the US and the Olympics so far, the US hasn't been doing well. Losing possession, passing and pass accuracy is sloppy, not being able to keep up control, not keeping up the momentum, no rhythm, and the chemistry that the US has just isn't there. I think everyone can see that the US has been off during these Olympics, and that's very clear considering how badly they lost to Sweden in the group stages, how they lost to Canada in this game. Despite, I had to admit, even though they lost to Canada, they were still playing. They were still doing pretty well, especially in the second half. But yeah, and they only kept Australia to like a 0-0 draw, choosing to just get by with the draw. Anyway, it is so unlike the US to be playing like this. Honestly, my favorite game this whole Olympics was the US women's national team taking on the Netherlands, because there was life in the US. What happened between after the Netherlands game to now? Like, why didn't the US approach this Canada game with the same aggression and energy they showed in the Netherlands game? Like, Canada is a very aggressive and physical team. They will make risky challenges. They will challenge you. They will go after you. But on the bright side, because even though the US lost, I'm not that sad about it, or I'm not that disappointed in it. I'm more like sad about Alyssa Nair having to come off. Yeah. On the bright side, the US does have a chance to play for the bronze against either Sweden or Australia. Maybe it'll be redemption for the US if they can get the bronze, but honestly, when it comes to the players of the US women's national team, they don't see it that way. Bronze isn't gold, and that's what this team came here for. I'm hoping that the US women's national team continues to fight for the bronze in the bronze medal match. They most likely will. Like, just treat it as if they were playing for the gold. On the upside, because yes, the US didn't make it to the finals, but there are many bright sides and upsides to this US team. The upside is at least this team isn't packing their bags like they did in the 2006 Rio Olympics. They have a chance for a medal, and I'm hoping the US can still show that fire and energy going into this bronze medal match. I would probably say to this team, like, it's not over yet. You guys aren't done. Let's win the bronze and celebrate that win. Then when the US women's national team does get home, Vlatko and US Soccer can figure out where to go from here, what needs to be done to improve this national team, or, yeah, because obviously there needs to be some improvements, some more work with this team, and hopefully that can be something they can figure out going forward. Anyway, that is all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.